welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you with Dawn and Julia Creates. Now it's a little bit different this week, just because our lovely Julia unfortunately isn't able to do Dawn and Julia Creates, so she hasn't been very well. So I said, I said, do you know what? Leave it, because why don't you get me back? So she's getting me back. I have to create a 1-layered stamped card. Now she knows how much I love my dimensions, she knows how much I love my layers, she knows how much everything else. So I've sort of been sat thinking, right, how am I going to do a 1-layered card? Then I remembered, and I'm hoping Julia doesn't mind, I've worked with these stamps for quite a few times now. They are Julia stamps, but I already have the masks made up. So I am cheating in the fact that I have the masks, so I can actually build a scene on my card. Well, I'm actually going to do it on a piece of cardstock and colour it in. And I thought, well, you know what? Let's do it together. Let's have fun. And I know there's quite a few of you as well that do have these stamps. There is 4 in the collection, but I'm just using these 3 today. So if you've got these stamps, then please do play along. But yeah, how fun is this? So Julia is, I'm just looking for my chiller, it's in my cupboard. So Julia, yeah, has very kindly set this challenge for me. So card base I'm working on is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to cut 2 pieces down because I'll do 2 stamped bits just in case one goes wrong. So so let's cut 2 5 by 5 down, so just like this. And then this is what we're going to do on our, now I think Julia meant for me to stamp on the card, but surely she couldn't expect me just to do everything all on this card. She's got to let me at least have a piece of paper where I can stamp on and then stick it on. So if it is just me next time, then you know why. I am on the naughty step, but you know, I'm sure she'll find something really good again for me to do. Right, I am bringing in my stamping platform just because it's going to make my life so much easier. And what I'm going to do is put my magnets down. Now I want to build a scene, so we've got these houses. Now I'm going to have to actually move this up, so if I just line that up with the 6-inch mark, because I don't want the whole houses on. I think I'm going to have this this one. So this is a later clock. So, and what we have to do is we have to start with our front image first. So let me get my masks out. Now, if you're not aware of what a mask is a piece of paper where you have stamped the image out and roughly cut it out. And that masks your work while you stamp bits down. So I want my focal image to be the lovely white rabbit. So this one here. So that's what I want my focal image to be. So let's pop that down. So I do need to grab my ink. So I'm going to have him just off to the side, just about there. Now I'm looking around because I swapped everything, and when you swap everything, you lose everything. So would you believe it? I've lost all of my... Now, actually, do you know what? I'm just going to push it into the corner because, yeah, if that moves, then maybe I shouldn't have actually cut the piece of paper down. Let's see how we go. So, right, okay, so I'm going to have our little white rabbit just about there. So let's stamp that down. Make sure it's pushed into the corner. So, and he is going to be at the front. So actually that's stamped perfectly first time. Don't know why I'm stamping it again because it really doesn't need it. And it's one thing I do actually like about Julia's stamps. Once you've got them inked up, they work brilliantly, but I'm still not confident enough in which to do them. The next thing is I have my little mask here. So you would just stamp your image, cut it out, and then you just place it over over where your image is, where you've stamped it. Now this isn't adhesive, which really it should be. I'm looking for my washi tape, so all I do is I just grab a little bit of washi tape, so really low tack tape, and then I just roll it up. You can get post-it note tape, you can get low adhesive tape, like runners and stuff, but this is just the way that I do it. Yeah, it's just cheap, and I already have the stuff in, so why not use it? Okay, so the next one I want to use is I want to use the house. So that's the one that we're going to use. Now I'm going to pop him, or the house, sorry, and just there like that, so in the center. So when I stamp this, you will see that when we take the mask off, it's really magical, it really is cool. You'll see that we haven't stamped onto our image. So when you're doing this sort of, when we're doing this sort of stamping, we always start with what our front image is going to be first. So that is what we are doing. And I chose these stamps because our lovely Julia did tell me that the theme of it was up to me. And the reason why I chose these is because our lovely Julia has made it so simple for me. Now, because I've put that wedge of, do I risk it? Do you know what? Because the ink's come off there, but we've still got a bit of ink on there. And if I've mucked it up, then I've mucked it up. Perfect. We've got a little outline, but that's fine. So there we have it. As you can see, we've got our lovely white rabbit at the front, and then we have our clock. So I'm just going to stick that down. I do need to invest in some of that tape. I do also have a mat for the clock, so that will also go on. I'm just going to lay that on top because it's big enough. We don't have anything for there, but yeah. So the next thing that I'm going to do, and we have got a little mark there, but hopefully we'll be able to get rid of that. So is I'm going to pop this down here and then stamp this. So again, actually you don't need that in at the minute. Always making sure that this is pushed up into that corner. Now Julia knows that this isn't my sort of, actually let's use the magnet to hold it down. This isn't my sort of card making. Now I do it with when I'm doing the free gifts and stuff with magazines, and it really tests me then. So I was thinking, oh, she did message, and she did say to me, she said, oh, it's going to be really hard because everything I throw at you you're good with, which I'm not, Julia. I make it up as I go along. I really do. And she knows it. Right, I think I'm wanting this one and just there. So yeah, so it was quite funny when she sort of said that. I was like, no, I make it up, honestly. I'm just winging it half the time. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I just hope for the best, because I think you've got to. So they, as you can see, we've got, that just comes out lovely. Now I'm going to turn my paper around, and you'll see why in a minute. So I don't actually have, would you believe it, we don't have a mask for that one. However, where are we? We've got another floral one which I would like to sort of, so I'm not going to use a mask on this, which I think I would just like to come in there, and just like that. So we're just, do you know, this is why I don't do this. Okay, so let's make sure that's, yep. So always making sure that that paper is pushed right up in that corner, because if you do that, then you know that if the paper moves, we are all good. Right, last bit I'm going to do is we're going to do that side. So again, turning my paper around so we can keep it in this corner, and you do need to pop this on, and we do need to pop on, I'm going to take that off now, on our white rabbit. So just like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my magnet to hold that down. And we're going to do the same thing, except I'm going to bring in this one. So just about there. Yeah, I think that'll look lovely. So just like this. So if you are using a stamping, oh, look what I've done. I've left this piece in because I'm so silly. So silly. Ah, oh, do you know? Oh well. See, this is why I don't do it. Okay, let's see what we can do. I'm going to see if we can salvage it, because at the end of the day, we all do it, and it's a shame just to bin it. So let's see if we can just incorporate that into the design. Look, Julia, have you seen what you've done to me? Julia's going to be sat there, isn't she, sipping her tea or her Prosecco, whichever one she decides. I think she'll be on the Prosecco myself. I think she'll be thinking that she's won one over on me, because yeah, I think I'm going to say this time she has. But we're going to keep going. We're not going to give up. Right, keep your masks, because it doesn't matter how many times they get stamped on, we can still use them. And let's see what we can do with this to salvage it, because wouldn't that be fun to see if we can actually salvage it, sorry. Yeah, one of them days, isn't it? It really is going to be one of them days. Do you know what I like the idea of? It's giving me an idea. Let's have a look. Let's see what stamps we've got, because we've got some gorgeous sort of backgroundy stamps. So why don't we use them? I've got my acrylic block here. So I've actually got a sentiment of my own that I want to use, which is, the friends like you are hard to find. So that's the sentiment that I want to use on this card. But I like the idea of, now let's see how well this works. I just want to, yes, it will. Right, okay. So I'm actually going to, do you know what, I'm going to use this as a bookmark. That's going to turn into a bookmark, right? Because what I think would be nice is to have, and this is how we're going to salvage it. Yes. Oh, perfect. So I'm just putting lots and lots of prints, so it's as if that was meant to be. Can you see? And we are going to colour the background, so that is fine. So yeah, I like that. So there you go, we just salvaged it. So where I've put the little marks that I accidentally put in, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's start colouring. So I'm going to colour in our white rabbit. However, because it is me, we are not doing white, we are doing pink. And not just any pink, but my favourite colour of pink, which is dusky pink. So actually, technically, this is antique pink, but to me, it's dusky pink. So now, please do bear with me. My colouring skills right now are not great, but that's because my hands aren't the best. So I am sorry if by the end of this, if it looks really bad. So I'm used to sort of taking my time. Well, I'm not. I'm a very impatient person when it comes to colouring in. I like to see it finished there and then. And obviously when you're colouring in like I am, yeah. So I would say that, let's see what the background looks like when we finish. Right. I'm not going to do any shading just because this video is going to end up super long, but I am going to use the 3 different shades on this. So we're going to do it so that, yeah, all of the different elements are coloured and all the same pinks. And plus, not all of us are very confident with shading, and I want to sort of show you as well that, you know, you can achieve a really beautiful card without all of the shading and without all of the sort of fancy colouring. As much as, don't get me wrong, I love it, and I think it really does bring a project to life. it's also nice to see that you don't actually need all of that. So don't feel intimidated by watching people and seeing how they colour in, or seeing their cards and it's all fancy, because really we can achieve just the same with very basic colouring and skills. So yeah, well, I believe so anyway. Okay, so again, I'm going to use all the different colour purples on here and build each one of these up. So yeah, hopefully, I'm hoping it'll look nice. Fingers crossed, we can only hope. Right, now the dark one. I love these tri-blend pens because they really do help when it comes to putting colours together. They've done all the hard work for you. Yeah, as you can see, I'm going out with the lines terribly. Right, I need a green. So let's do this nice light green. So I think what we will do though is we will come in with some white pen and black pen, and we'll do a little bit of doodling as well and add some highlighted areas, because I never used to do the white pen. I've always done sort of doodling with black pen, not all the time, but I seem to be doing it a lot more now. But I have found that since watching, especially watching our lovely Julia, she puts white highlights on, and just using a white gel pen can make a massive difference. Right, I said I wasn't doing any fancy colouring, and there I am doing these leaves. I am sorry. It's because I get so used to colouring these in with the gorgeous, yeah. Anyway, what colour shall we go? Shall we go for hydrangea? It's another purple, why not? We'll do purple, but actually go with a darker colour for the cups because we've got a little bit of a smudge there, but we can make that as though it was meant to happen, I think. But I love that stamped background. See, it's meant to be. Do you know what, let's do all of the cups purple, why not? Now, if you don't want to watch me colouring, please feel free to fast forward. I do not mind. But yeah, like I say, I'm just doing sort of a rough job. But I have to admit, I'm loving the images. Now, the reason why I chose these stamps, I can't remember if I mentioned it, but was really because of the fact that they work perfectly when doing layering. So when you're doing scene building. And I already knew that I'd done it before when our lovely Julia brought the stamps out. Oh God, I can't remember when it was now. February, yes, it was February. I think it was February the 14th that they came out this year. So yeah, and I remember working with them and found it, because like I say, one layer cards is not something I tend to put a lot of, even when I do coloured images. I tend to do a lot of layering. That seems to be my thing and my sort of style. So when Julia picked it, I actually had to sort of Google one layered card, thinking please don't be what I think it is. Yeah, it is what I thought it was. And then I remembered, actually it's not as bad as it seems, because yeah, I have the perfect stamps here in which I can do them. So if you do have these stamps, then feel free to play along. But however, even if you don't have these stamps, you can still do this. There's plenty of other different stamp sets out there that you can use. Like I say, I use these because I've used them before, so in essence I am cheating, and I'm using them because I knew I already had my masks already made. So I don't have, I've only got a few days in which to do this video, do my editing, and Julia knows what I'm like. I like to be very organised. And normally our Dawn and Julia Creates, I'm normally done as soon as as soon as I've got the challenge, the video's normally done and edited and ready to go. Yeah, I just like to be organised. Right, do you know what? Let's colour it in blue. So I'm using the antique blue for our house. But really nice. So really, I've actually only used 2 of the stamp sets. So I've used Late O'Clock and I used, no, not that one. Is it Harriet Hart? Yeah. And I've used Harriet Hart and Chester. So those are the 2 stamp sets that I have used. But like I say, you can use anything that you have. So yeah. But hopefully, like I say, hopefully we'll have our lovely Julia back soon. But like I say, if I'm on the naughty step next time, you know why? It's because I cheated. It's because technically I'm going to be putting this on Dimension. I know she's going to be like, no, Dawn, that's not what the brief was. But I'm sorry, Julia, it has to be done. It needs to be put on form. So yeah, let's see. I let her off with pink, so let's see if she can let me off. Well, I know she will. She's lovely. And she just loves me too much, so yeah. Oh dear. I do love her so much, you know. She's absolutely fab, but yeah, it's so good to be able to actually wind each other up. Right, I'm coming back in with the purple just because I've just realised we've missed this flower down here. So as you can see, a very, very basic colouring in that I'm doing. Do you know what? I'm just going to go over them and then put a colour on top. So it is really, really basic colouring that I'm doing. But yeah, I mean, it's looking lovely, isn't it? So it just goes to show you don't need all the skills of fancy colouring in to do this, which I just think's fab. Right, just sure that's a donut, but you know. Right, we'll have a purple door as well. Oh, let's have the green here. Okay, now, right, I need like a really nice pale grey. That might be okay. No, it's very dark, but never mind. Where's my blender? So I'm just going to use a blender pen just to blend out. It's not how you're supposed to use it, but yeah. Just to blend out that really dark grey because it's a bit too dark for the window. And then because I found the blenders leave a mark on the pages, I just colour it all in. And yeah, it works for me. Right, we need a colour for that. So I'm going to go with Magenta Blend. And we're going to put a nice big bright heart in the centre. Because I think I'm going to keep the face of it white. And then we're just going to colour in our numbers again in this nice bright colour. Oh, look at my hand keeps slipping. I'm not doing very well. Never mind. And then let's colour these in as well. Right, last thing that I want to do is I want some green grass. So I'm just coming in with my pine because just along the bottom, just here, is I'm just going to colour it in. I don't want to use that because I want to use that as a, what do you call it, as a bookmark because I really like how it's looking. Okay. And then I'm just going to do flicks. Like I say, no expert, but you know, let's have a go. Why not? Right. And over here. So I'm sort of doing it at different levels of, yeah, of pressure, just to try and, yeah, get those lines. I'm sure I've got a stamp that could have done this for me. Actually, do you know what? I'm absolutely positive one of these has a stamp that can do, yeah, there it is. Look, see? Didn't have to do this. The stamp could have done it for me. do you know, honestly, one of these days, I will actually think ahead. Right, no, I want that coloured. I don't like it. So I'm going to go with this colour, which is a dusty purple blend. And I've missed the 6 off. So let's colour the 6 in as well. And then I'm going to come in with one of my Distress inks for the sky. Because I think it will look so much better. And then it's just stamping our sentiments. So as you can see, let me have a look at time. So 25 minutes it's taken me to do this stamping and the card. Bearing in mind I did already have my masks ready, but I still think it's actually quite a nice, easy, quick card. So yeah, it's just all about placement and knowing what you want. And I think I like the fact that we have saved this card. I mean, I could have coloured this off camera, but I wanted to do it fully with you guys. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I mean, do go and check out our lovely Julia's channel as well, because if you've not been over there before and you've not, do you know what I'm going to do? This heart up here, I'm going to colour this in this pink. So if you've not seen our challenges before, then do go and check out all of our lovely Julia's challenges. So there is a lot of challenges that we've done together. We've been doing this over a year now. So yeah, so do go and check that out. Oh, I love that. Right, let's grab a blue. This one I'll do. So I've got my tumbled glass. Make sure this is clean. Now I do have some brand new cloths. I say they're brand new, but they're already dirtied. But some nice pink ones. So I'm just going to make sure all of the ink that's on these is off. Do you know, I desperately need to get these washed, which I might do this weekend. I tend to wash them once a month, and I haven't washed them for about, I don't know, must be about 6 weeks now, easily. So they are definitely due. But I think what I'm going to do as well, because I've got quite a few now, is I think I'm going to just put some coloured tape around. So I use them just for blue, just for browns and oranges, just for reds and pinks, so that, yeah, I don't have to keep doing this. I think life would be so much better. Right, okay. So let's bring in some paper. And then what I'm going to do is we're just going to, so we are getting a bit of that orange, but actually I quite like it. Looks quite nice. So all the way around, and we're just building up that background. Oh, really liking that and how that is looking. Oh, do you know, I think we need some gems as well. Oh, looks very blue, but I'm liking it. I'm really, really liking it. Like I said, I hope Julia doesn't mind that I decided to use her stamps, because technically she was the one who showed me how to do masking. She was the one who showed me how to build a scene using her stamps. So really, technically, well, it's not cheating, is it? It's skills that I've learned along the way. So that's what we're going to go with. Right, okay, so there we are. I want it sort of not too blotchy, but I want it where it looks as though there's clouds. So what do you think? Do you think that looks like we've got clouds? Or do you think we need to blend it more? Okay. Oh, I love that. Right. Last thing that I'm going to do, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop all these pens away, because really it should be something that I do and I'm not, because it's me and I don't tidy away as I go. I never have done. I do keep trying to, because it would make my life so much easier, but it's just never going to happen. Right, so I'm coming in with my black pen. Let's have a look on the back of that. Yeah, we can use that. And I'm just going to go all the way around. So again, this is another one of Julia's tricks. So, but I think it's a wonderful trick. And then, because it isn't cheating, is it? Where have I put my card? There it is. It's not cheating, is it, if we pop it? No, because it's still a one layer. We're just, yeah, still one layer. So like I say, if it turns out next month that I am doing a challenge on my own, it's because I'm on the naughty step. Oh, that's a thought. What about, let us know in the comment section below, but should we be put on the naughty step? So should we have to do a challenge on our own if we are put on the naughty step? Because that's quite interesting, that. Because technically I did put our lovely Julia on the naughty step, didn't I? And made her do that journal page all green. However, I don't think it's fair because she succeeded on it. And yeah, she was really, really good at it. No, it's not fair. But then she does say it's not green that she dislikes. It's just not green. Yes, we know. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love our little banter though. We have so much banter. It's really funny. So, but like I say, we both love each other, so we can get away with it. Right, I can't really use that bit. Right, so I am using, so like I said, I'm not using a sentiment from the Curious Wonders collection. This sentiment, actually, I got free in a magazine. I can't remember which magazine it was, but it's become one of my favourites. And you know, I used it a few weeks ago. Actually, it might have been last Saturday on some tags, and I've just fell in love with it again, and I just really like it. So see, I love that. And then where's my guillotine? So let us chop this down. Because what I'm thinking is, yeah, and then just a little bit up there, because I'm going to do it as a banner. So just a one-sided banner though. I'm just going to snip it down the centre and then in from both sides just to that centre, and we get a lovely sort of banner. Oh, see, I know I've broke the rules again. We needed a sentiment. Oh, she's going to kill me, isn't she? I haven't broken the rules. We'll see what she says. Check out the comment section below. Let's see what she says. I haven't broken the rules. We just didn't have anywhere on there to stamp our sentiment, did we? Oh, see, I can't do it, can I? I've actually failed. Oops. No, I haven't. We're fine. We've done it. Look, see, there's the one layer stamping. We're just, you know, we finished that. So because we finished that, we're doing something else. So I haven't failed. It's all fine. We're happy. Now this is just tape, it's not foam tape, this is double-sided tape, so we're not using any foam tape here at all. It really is just double-sided tape. It's disguised though for some reason. Don't know why it's disguised. So it looks like foam tape, but it's not foam tape. This is double-sided tape, so there's no dimension here if anybody asks, and if Julia asks, it's all one layer. So there's not several layers, there's one layer. So yeah. Oh, I think she's got me, hasn't she? Yeah, she's definitely got me. So there you have it. That is that is my card. Thank you so much for watching. Like I say, if you're not aware of our lovely Julia, do go over and check her out, and please do subscribe to her channel. Hopefully she will be back with us very, very soon. So yeah, because yeah, she's just awesome and we need her in our lives. So so yeah, so that is my that is my one layered card. But like I say, in 2 weeks at a time, if it is me just sitting and yeah, doing a card or whatever it is, you know why I've been put on the naughty stuff. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for joining us. I have to say, I've enjoyed myself. It's been so fun, and I feel like I've, you know, a school kid. Like I've been really naughty. Okay, but that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye.